Hello, and today I shall be teaching you how to install and run a Minecraft server. Very easy, just so long as you know exactly what it is you're doing. Now, first of all, you'll need to download the minecraftserver.exe from the Minecraft website. This guide changes slightly, however, if you're running it on OS X or Linux, because then you have to download the minecraftserver.jar and run it through a batch file, which I'll teach you about in a later video, but something I don't have much experience at, owning neither of a Mac or running Linux. So you create a folder called Minecraft Server and then move your minecraftserver.exe in there. Then you'll have it in there for later. Then you need to open up your router's user interface via going to an internal or IP address or a default gateway. Now, to find this out, you type in cmd, which opens up your command prompt. Just enter it, then type in the command line ip config, no spaces, no capitals. Then you scroll up to the top and find out where the default gateway is. It's usually something like 192.168.1.1 or 0.2 at the end, so mine is 0.1 at the end in this case, so there it is. Now, seeing as each router is intrinsically different and hard to use for the first time, I can't give you a tutorial in your specific router, but I can give you one in this router, the Echo Life Home Gateway by Huawei, or however you pronounce that. Now, for me, when you go into it, you go into Advanced, go into NAT instead of routing. You thought it would have been routing, but no. Then port mapping, it's also something called port mapping, and as you can see, my ports are a bit of a mess because I do a lot of stuff. But basically, these are all my Minecraft servers, usually running through a port 2556 something. However, you can choose any port you want from about 0 to somewhere in the 40,000s, possibly higher. So, for me to create a port, I just type in the external port, which is the one that you want people to connect through. My internal host, you need to put that in, but it doesn't really matter for your server much, I don't think. Then you name it, and it's TCP/UDP. Click submit, and that's one port opened. I have a few open because my internal IP address rotates a lot, because it's weird. Then, once you port forward it, you double click on your Minecraft server, then you run it, and you should see this popping up. Then that generates all of these documents which help you run your server. So ops, which that gives people commands, banned IPs and players, which is pretty self-evident, a whitelist, which allows only certain people to join if you want to set it up like that, and a server file, which lets you edit all sorts of things to do the server. Now, your server port is the one that you want people to connect in through, so as you can see, when I set mine up, the port was 25562, but today my internal IP address is 0.6, so it's 25566. Server IP, I always put that as my internal IP address for that day. And then you can change all sorts of other stuff, like allowing the nether and what the name of the world is. That's useful for switching server worlds over. Query, I can't actually remember what that does. Don't ask me. Allowing flight, that's if you want to stop people from using Zom's flight mod or other applicable mods. You can also, since 1.1, you can change the type of world you load, so it's either default or flat, all in capitals. Archon is allowing remote access to your server through a different computer or something like that. Level seed, if you want to generate a new world, type in your seed there. Spawning NPCs, pretty self-explanatory. Your whitelist, if you enable that, only certain people you have to join. Spawning animals, online mode. This says whether the server is open to inside access easily, and probably some other stuff. So I wouldn't suggest turning that off because it can lead to, according to the server, hackers getting in via other people's names. PvP. Difficulty, I think that goes 1 to 10. Maybe it's 1 to 3. Same difference. Game mode, max players, monsters, generating structures like strongholds and villages. View distance, that says your default view distance, and then your message of the day. Save that to whatever settings you want, and a few basic commands. Stop stops the server. OP and then somebody's name, like my username for example. That's person is now opt and it changes it in that file. You can also change the time by time set 0 or time add digits. It goes from 0 to 24,000. That's works, and then you also get some other commands like teleporting people, which is TP space your name space their name if you want to teleport you to them or vice versa. And then that's it for commands, I think, except for de-opping and banning people. So stop the server. Here's your server world, and that's it. Thank you for watching. Hopefully soon we'll have a new video up on on a custom map. Hope you enjoy that, and hope you enjoyed my tutorial.